Hello and good evening. You're watching AWANI Tonight with me, Hafiz Marzukhi. ASEAN reaffirms its support for a lasting Gaza ceasefire, with Malaysia as chair pledging to aid reconstruction efforts. Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim also highlights Malaysia's ongoing collaboration with regional leaders to support a joint reconstruction initiative with Japan.
Anwar said that the Foreign Minister Datuk Muhammad Hassan has also engaged with all ASEAN foreign ministers to reaffirm ASEAN's stance on the matter last month. In a joint press conference with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Anwar praised Turkey's unmatched humanitarian efforts, including sending over 108 ships. He reiterated Malaysia's commitment to supporting the ongoing humanitarian efforts Gaza, utilizing facilities in Turkey, Qatar, and Egypt. Last month, Anwar announced Malaysia's collaboration with Japan to build a school, hospital, and mosque as part of an initial phase of Gaza's reconstruction efforts.
Malaysia and Turkey exchanged 11 memorandums of understanding or MOUs to strengthen cooperation across various sectors, including energy transition and trade. The agreements were signed in conjunction with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's official two-day visit to the country.
Other areas covered by the MOUs are disaster management, diplomatic training, research in the Arctic and Antarctic, smart cities, and media collaboration. On the defense front, Malaysia will procure a multi-purpose mission vessel from Turkey to be built by Desan Shipyard for the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency. The exchange of MOUs underscores the growing partnership between the two nations and their commitment to strengthening strategic, economic, and cultural ties. In 2024, Turkey was Malaysia's third largest trading partner, top export destination, and fourth largest import source from West Asia. Total trade between the two countries reached 24.14 billion ringgit last year, marking an 18.7% increase from 2023.
Malaysia has scored 50 points in the 2024 Global Corruption Perceptions Index, or CPI, unchanged from the previous year. The country has also maintained its 57th ranking among 180 countries, falling short of its goal to be in the top 25 by 2033.
Transparency International Malaysia attributed the stagnant performance to persistent public sector corruption, slow institutional reforms, and concerns over political interference in the judiciary. High-profile cases of discharge not amounting to acquittal, DNAA, and reduced sentences for convicted figures have also fueled perceptions of weak enforcement. Despite setbacks, the corruption watchdog acknowledged the government efforts in financial transparency laws, anti-corruption strategies, and oversight of state-linked companies. It urged swifter institutional reforms and greater transparency in enforcement agencies to strengthen governance and judicial independence.
As the Thaipusam festival draws millions of devotees to Batu Caves today, families and friends not only gather for ritual prayers but a celebration of their strong bonds and vibrant traditions anchored in their shared faith. The ancient ritual of carrying the kavadi, a kind of portable wooden altar that typically weighs dozens of kilograms and is decorated with pictures of Hindu gods and peacock feathers, remains a cornerstone of the festival.
For 26-year-old Satish Raj, a third-generation kavadi maker, bearing the kavadi has been a family tradition since childhood, when he was fascinated to see his father ascending the 272 steps to the hilltop Batu Caves carrying the altar. The practice of carrying kavadis has passed through generations, and with it has come changes such as the use of light-emitting diodes or LEDs. He also finds it uplifting to witness more young devotees embracing the practice as they reconnect with their roots amid a rapidly changing cultural landscape. Hindu devotees were not the only ones at the festivities, as Malaysians of various races and foreign tourists showed up to witness the second-largest Hindu celebration in the country.
We'll go for a short break. Stay with us.
kerap menggaru kulit kepala disebabkan keluh mumur, masalahnya lebih mendalam. Gunalah Head and Shoulders menembusi 5 lapisan untuk membasmi keluh mumur dan kegatalan. Bebas keluh mumur sehingga 100%. Head and Shoulders diuji secara dermatologi.
Gempur di AWANI 7.45.
Daulat Tuanku.
US President Donald Trump says the Gaza ceasefire deal should be cancelled if all the Israeli captives are not released by Saturday. His statement came after Hamas suspended the next release of captives held in Gaza, accusing Israel of violating the ceasefire by continuing to kill Palestinians and obstructing humanitarian aid. Trump warns Palestinians that he would propose cancelling the ceasefire and let hell break out if all Israeli hostages are not released by Saturday. In response, Hamas tells Trump the only way to bring the captives home is by respecting the ceasefire terms. Trump has already angered the Arab world by proposing the US take over Gaza, remove its more than 2 million residents, and redevelop the enclave. He is set to meet with Jordan's King Abdullah on Tuesday in what could be a tense encounter following the redevelopment proposal, including a threat to cut aid to the US-allied Arab country if it refuses to resettle Palestinians. Forcibly displacing a population under military occupation is considered a war crime under the 1949 Geneva Conventions. US President Donald Trump unveiled a new series of executive orders, including a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports into the US. A White House official confirms the measures will take effect on March 4th.
Trump signed proclamations to raise the US tariff rate on aluminum from his previous 10% rate. The new policy also eliminates country exceptions and quota deals, as well as hundreds of thousands of product-specific tariff exclusions for both metals. However, Trump agreed to consider a tariff exemption on Australian imports following a call with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. Another executive order saw the president pause enforcement of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which prohibits US citizens from bribing foreign leaders to advance their aims.
The battle between Elon Musk and Sam Altman over OpenAI has taken another turn. The Tesla and SpaceX founder made a $97.4 billion bid for OpenAI's assets, but CEO Sam Altman wasn't having it. Instead, he fired back with a counteroffer for Musk's platform X.
A group of investors led by Musk made the unsolicited offer for the non-profit that controls OpenAI. But Altman shut it down fast, posting a blunt "no thank you." Then, in a twist, Altman fired back, offering to buy Twitter, now X, for $9.74 billion instead. Musk bought Twitter, now called X, for $44 billion back in 2022. The feud between Musk and Altman is long-running. Both co-founded OpenAI in 2015 but clashed over its direction. Musk left the board in 2018, later suing the company, claiming the founders originally approached him to fund a non-profit focused on developing AI to benefit humanity, but that it was now focused on making money. OpenAI's turning point came in late 2022 with the launch of ChatGPT, propelling the company to global fame and opening a major revenue stream. But that success also sparked internal tensions. In late 2023, OpenAI's non-profit board ousted Altman, only for him to return days later with a new board in place. Now valued at $157 billion, OpenAI is one of the world's most valuable private companies.
But it's imperfect, and I'm sure we've all had.
Shares for Chinese electric car giant BYD jumped after it unveiled plans to roll out advanced self-driving technology on nearly all its models. The company also plans to integrate software from DeepSeek, following domestic peers Geely, Leapmotor and Great Wall Motors. BYD will install its God's Eye autonomous driving system in at least 21 models, including the popular Seagull hatchback priced at $9,550. First unveiled in 2023, God's Eye relies on different cameras and radar sensors to assist drivers with features including valet parking, adaptive cruising, and automated braking. The manufacturer's founder, Wang Chuanfu, said advanced smart driving would soon become a standard safety feature similar to seatbelts and airbags. The move is seen as a bid to challenge Tesla and domestic rivals in China's cutthroat EV market, where almost 11 million electric and hybrid cars were sold last year. Shares in BYD hit a record high of 4.5% in Hong Kong on Tuesday, having already risen almost 20% in the days leading up to the latest announcement. Campaigning for the Philippines midterm elections is officially underway, set against a political rift that could reshape the country's leadership. The spotlight is on Vice President Sara Duterte, who is facing impeachment after a high-profile fallout with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.
If convicted, Duterte would be removed and banned from public office, taking her out of contention for the 2028 presidential race. Meanwhile, Marcos, who is limited to a single term, is expected to groom a successor. Duterte's impeachment trial in June will be decided by the Senate, where 12 of 24 seats are up for grabs in the elections. A Marcos-friendly Senate could push through Duterte's removal, while a strong Duterte showing could keep her presidential ambitions alive. The election campaign will ramp up next month as candidates for 254 House seats and thousands of local positions formally launch their campaigns.
Now that wraps up AWANI Tonight. Check out our web portal, keeping you informed on the critical events shaping our world, all in one place at international.astroawani.com. That's all for now. I'm Hafiz Marzukhi. Thanks for watching and good night.